Welcome back. This is Savage Squishy 86, resuming our live stream of Doom Eternal with Mission 10, Nekravol. We have since run through the mission of going to Tarvis Naba. I think I pronounced that right, but I probably butchered it. I don't give a shit. We having gotten our hands on our Crucible Sword, which is going to be useful for destroying the Icon of Sin. Now, in order to get to the place where the Icon of Sin is, we need to do a lot of hopping and a skipping, realm to realm, world to world to get there. First stop is going to be the City of the Damned, which is actually where one of the Argent factories is being run. That we read about in our codex entries from the previous mission. This is the only place where we could actually get a trip, or I should say a ride, to the destination of what is that city? Where the con maker's from. Maker City, whatever the hell she calls it. Anyway, that bitch is hiding there with the Icon of Sin. To get him, we gotta get there. Unfortunately, there's no place that we can go to get there except for this place. So we're gonna need to go right back to hell, literally, to get our door there, to get there and take care of this little bitch and this little big beast of a bastard. So, took a brief break, and we're back in shit. So, we're going to go ahead and get this thing going. Now, this is a two-stage mission. I want to stress that. This is an exceptionally long stage. This carries over from one stage into the next. So, it is such a massively large mission that we actually have to complete it in two stages. So, the initial stage is where we're going to be excluding now. Once we start this, we will not be able to come back to the Fortress of Doom until we complete this. Until we complete the game. So this is a one-way trip for us to complete this mission. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and launch it and get into the action. I definitely don't know how I feel about the red energy that's going throughout the ship of the Citadel, but I mean, blue is more my preferredness, but still, I mean, what are you gonna do? So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this thing launched. We're heading back to the Fortress of Doom now. Urdak.
Accessible to anyone. No human or sentinel has ever set foot in their dimension. You can use the Maker's Argent factory in the Hell City of Nekravol to pass through the void. Once there, you will not be able to leave on your own. But Vega can create an exit portal for you. That is why you must bring Vega through the void with you to Urdak.
Understood. I'm detaching myself from the ship's systems. Processing. Total transfer to external drive complete.
Didn't we melt down this fucker in the last game?
I will reconfigure the portal to Nekravol for you. Do you require anything else before we begin our journey to Earth? You will not be able to return until the mission is complete.
So we pretty much have everything we need. The only thing we need to do is to get the Unmaker. But now that we have enough Sentinel batteries, we should be able to unlock absolutely everything within the ship. So we have our weapons. We have our sword, we have our BFG, and we have our Unmaker, which is going to be our next pickup point. So before we proceed through the portal, head to the back of the area where the Unmaker is locked up still, and put in the final key. Matter of fact, before we do that, let's go ahead and get this other classic Doom outfit out. So we're going to use the Sentinel batteries to unlock it. Now, the classic Doom outfit is actually reminiscent of the classic variant of the Doom game from back in the 90s, and still is quite popular. A lot of people still play classic Doom, Doom 2, Doom 64, which were like the initial early stage infancy. So this was actually the classic Marine outfit. Very generic and retro, as you might guess, but still, this was the time period and this was the outfit in question. So, but we can now wear that now that we've unlocked it. But our real prize is this beauty. So put in the 6th and final key, and we have now the Unmaker. The Unmaker is a devastating rapid-fire weapon with a wide spread. The Unmaker shares ammo with the BFG. Press up between the BFG and the Unmaker. So this is particularly a very good weapon. Hello, Matt Vingo. Welcome to the stream, brother. This is pretty much like the initial... A lot of people don't really like this weapon. I love it. I think it's fucking awesome.
Inspired by Sentinel weaponry and refined by their divine intellect, its destructive potential is staggering.
This is like an SMG style BFG, so I'm definitely liking this. This is definitely going to be something you would use for close quarters, as opposed to the BFG which you would use in grand open spaces. So this is going to be very handy in the future for close battle skirmishes. So now that we've got that, we're going to head out here and use these last 2 Sentinel batteries to unlock this very last item and outfit for the Fortress of Doom. How are you tonight, Matt? I'm Savage Squishy, and I hope your Thanksgiving was fantastic, brother. I'm giving a shout out to Cindy because she's actually down. She actually rented the movie. I actually went and saw this movie in the theater. I went and saw The Last Voyage of the Demeaner. Was a fantastic film, and she's actually watching it as we speak, so she's enjoying it. But there is our Sentinel armor, which actually looks pretty gnarly. I think I might put that on the next time I play, maybe, just because I've never worn it, and I actually would like to see what it looks like. So we pretty much have everything unlocked. There's nothing left really for us to get here, so we can now finally move on. Now, if you are a little insecure and you haven't really completed any of the challenges or requirements for the other missions, particularly to get them complete fully, go ahead and go to the mission select and just run the missions back any which way you want. You know, you won't undo your progress. You can actually run back and do this, you know, pick up right where you left off. You know, mission select, you can actually go back through any of these missions you've missed or any that you've skipped past and ultimately just revisit them. You also could take advantage of this opportunity to go back and, say, acquire fuel cells for your BFG, extra lives if you've run out, and also, you know, etc. So there's plenty of, I mean, my main thing would be the extra lives, largely if you're playing on harder difficulties, because you're going to want those. You know, if you're trying to do a nightmare playthrough, you're going to need a lot of them. If you're trying to do an ultra nightmare playthrough, good luck. Because I've never done it and I don't think I will. But even so, it's still the fundamentals. So here we have our last ARC update available. So
attention, this is an emergency broadcast from the ARC Resistance. Numerous reports from survivor cells across the globe are confirming that at some time within the last 24 hours, the demonic invaders have begun amassing in swarms near Gore nests. ARC scientists have theorized that this behavior is indicative of the arrival of a super predator, a world eater. ARC personnel advise all survivors remain in the safe zones.
So they pretty much are getting the 411 that something's happening, so. But we're gonna go ahead and squash this fucker before he gets a chance. So with that being said, you have everything you need. We'll be back. Hopefully. Nekravol. With the Crucible Blade forged anew, you begin your journey to the Khan Maker's heavenly realm of Urdak to stop her gaining full control of the slumbering Icon of Sin. To reach the Maker world, you must pass through Nekravol City of the Damned at the core of Nekravol Towers, the accursed citadel where human souls are sorted, tortured, and converted into Argent energy. At the tower's peak, Argent transmit directly to Urdak, providing the only way of entry to the Maker City. So, this is the shit show.
Argent energy is made from the souls of Hell's victims. This is the factory where that takes place. Nekravol, the city of the damned.
Battle through the soul factory. Look at this poor bastard. He's just laying here with his eyes bleeding out. Look at him. Yeah, I bet you didn't read the fine print when they signed you up to be their personal bitch. So right away we're going to take a look at our map and we're going to find that we've just got this very elongated path. Now this pretty much is where it's going to be really short. Largely because the big tower is this giant silhouetted structure here. That's where we need to go. That is where part 2 will take place. Part 1 is basically us making the trek all along the path to that tower, which is this big fucker right here. But before we even get into that, let's take a look at some of the challenges we got here. So, we've got 2 demons, kill 2 demons with the Crucible, kill 8 demons using Crusher Traps, and perform a left side glory kill on a Doom Hunter. Now, that last one is a little bit tricky because it's at the very tail end of the mission. To succeed, we are going to need to try to do that very particularly because that can be a bit tricky. I actually have failed it a few times, and basically it's very kind of disconcerting with how they progressively explain it. Left side meaning their left or your left. Often enough, that's the problem that people run into, and it's actually going to be your left. Do not try to go and do this to the left side of the Doom Hunter, because ultimately that's just exactly the very thing that is not going to work. I would make a point to do that very much first. Don't do it last. Do the Doom Hunter kill first as much as you can, and as it's probably easier said than done, but you want to do that first right off the bat because that sectional part is going to be this very last battle way back here inside this room here with this crucible pip. So right there is where that battle's going to be. You want to do the Doom Hunter first, because if you fail, you can easily reload the checkpoint and give it another shot. If you do it after you've dispatched all the other demons, and the Doom Hunter is the last demon standing, you'll miss your chance. If you screw it up, you'll have to run the whole mission all over again. So my advice to you is to do it very much first and foremost before you engage the rest of the demons. That way you can avoid it. So pretty much that should be an easy thing for you to understand. Hopefully it will be an easy thing to achieve. Get out of here. This is more like one of the rare instances where I'll probably use this to get rid of this big bastard, because these guys are a pain in the ass. Cyber Mancubuses are really difficult to kill. Now over here you'll find your next, also before you progress inside, you're going to come here to the left and you'll find your next power crystal, which is going to be good for getting ammo. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this. And then we'll have 1 power crystal left, which I believe we will find in the next level, I believe. Let me look at my collectibles real quick and make sure. Yep, I think that's what will happen. It'll be on this level, or it'll be in Urdak. So pretty much here in droves, there's going to be a proportionate amount of them. Time your movements to these explosive batteries. but be careful because we will actually be ambushed by a cacodemon. Now, climbing up the rocks, and you're going to see this platform here that lights on fire, pretty much like a furnace. So what we're going to want to do is just get up here and just climb on board. Check your map real quick, make sure you haven't left anything behind. We have not. Fantastic. Keep moving. I just want to take a quick look at my challenge for that, because I'm wondering how much damage I'm doing with the chain gun here for the energy. 1487, not really a lot, but acceptable. Now down here you'll find another challenge in the event of this other one, so over here you'll find a codex entry. Nekravol. And that looks like a proper vision of what hell would look like. It's got a very kind of nice mirroring composite of a lot of I wonder, City of Nekravol was built in hell by the combined efforts of makers and sentinel engineers, designed to produce a continuous flow of argent energy constructed of stone and fell steel on a foundation of uncounted corpses. Yeah. Wow. Just gonna burn some of this plasma rifle ammo to get a power supply built, and then I'll be able to use that for whatever fight may come my way. Once you get that, go ahead and drop down here to this lower level, and you'll find that there's a new battle sequence. So here we have BFGs. Ammos are found in the world. They appear on your auto map. So we obviously have a BFG cells. We pretty much already knew that. I don't know why it's telling us that. They got 2 cells right there. Now, what can we do? What's the next section? Tricks and traps. Okay, so we don't really need to do anything with the exception of just doing business here. So, what we're gonna do, we could go on that, but right here we got a few things in this area we gotta grab. So right away up there, we're gonna see there's a secret up there as well as an extra life. So in order to get to it, we're gonna need to jump up and find that the thing is actually shut. Okay, fantastic. So in order to open that, we gotta go forward anyway, so... yeah, gotta learn to walk before you can run. Stand on the switch, and the energy accumulated will actually open the path forward.
Here the humans arrive from Earth, waiting to be selected for the process.
Now dash and you'll get on this wall here, and then what we're going to want to do is just jump off, and then just... oh! Why did it double jump like that? I didn't tell it to. So once we did that, grab the extra life, and then drop down, and get the secret in the form of a Baron of Hell toy. Then jump across, and if you need the ammo, grab it. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and take the measure of jumping up here in this other one. I think there's some... no, there isn't actually anything up there. I thought there was something up there. Okay, never mind. Disregard my stupidity. This is fucked up, man. Look at this. Con Maker wants all of this to happen so she can get fucking life, or so she can get energy for her world. But somehow or another, the humans have asked her for this, right? Get fucked, lady. Get fucked. So right away, as soon as you get down here, there are a few secrets and a few items we need to grab. But before we can get started on that, we gotta hit the switch. So hit the switch on the left. A door will open, and then enemies will begin to engage. It also will have a Baron of Hell. In here you'll find shotgun ammo, rockets, and rifle ammo. So, now to get this thing going, we need to ride an elevator, this particular thing. So in order to get it open, we're going to need to get this door open. So, shoot the door switch, which will open up the path. Then we're going to need to shoot the door again, punch, dash, climb out real quick, jump up, climb. And we're on. Grab the fuel, and then jump up inside this thing, and it will shut.
Earth and its souls. Her world is dying. The culling allows for people to replenish their resources and survive. As you save your world, you put hers in peril. Up ahead is Kalmas, the sightless judge. It determines who's fit to begin the soul extraction process. The rest will be discarded to the blood swamps.
A sightless judge, huh? So I guess you could qualify this as a I'm not sure if you would qualify this as a boss, but basically this big ugly brain-looking fucker has a bunch of eyes. You need to shoot the eyes to get his shield down. Once his shield is down, you can kill him. But you need to get rid of his eyes. one eye. Boom! How's that for a headache, asshole? Pretty much now that we've taken care of Brainy there, we can move forward. But before we do, let's go ahead and get some health. Let's get some resupplies of shit that we definitely, you know, we lost health, we lost a lot of armor, but still, I mean, we kind of knew we were going to have that fight, so. So, pretty much with that engagement done, we will be free to enter now. Climb the wall and immediately ascend up. Now here is going to be the next sectional of our battle sequence and one of our challenges. So jump across real quick and grab the armor here on this thing, and that'll make your job easier. So pretty much we can actually start getting these. We have to kill 8 demons with a crusher. So this is basically a crusher. Wait for them to get in. Dead. So that's 3 demons down. There's also a Praetor suit token down this path, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. And that'll put us on the path for the next section. So there's going to be a few of these, so we'll have plenty of opportunities to make the most of it. Go ahead and make the measure of getting them as close as possible. And that is one challenge done. So we have taken care of that challenge. And then further along the path, in here you'll find another mastery token. And up here we will find a Praetor suit token as well. Now, before we go forward though, we're going to come over here and we'll drop down and we'll find the auto map. Check the auto map, and you'll find that this is actually pretty much on the fast track of getting to your next area. So, can't go that way for that secret encounter, but we will be able to get there eventually. So right away we're going to see that we actually have a bit of an engagement ahead of us. Oh man, all these people, bro. This is so fucked up. die. I think it's time to test this bitch out. Unmaker, show me what you can do. Fuck you. So pretty much we can already see that the Unmaker's got some potential of raw power. And I am absolutely loving it. So, I mean, but, you know, again, you know, the stress thing I stress to people is that you want to use it in the right conditions. So in this particular instance, this was a good place to use the Unmaker because there is no misconceptions of power. But even more so, you don't have this consistent issue where you're running out of ammo, this, that, and the other. Because that is like the other thing that's actually going to kill it as well. Big open spaces is where the BFG shines, but tight enclosed spaces is where the Unmaker really shines. So if you can find a nice equilibrium balance in that, it can be quite beneficial. Which is why I don't really understand why a lot of people can't make that distinction when it comes to using it. I mean, I get people love the BFG. I mean, the BFG is a staple of the Doom games, but it is not the only one to be had. So once you get up there, you're going to jump down here and dash across into this little tight area, and you'll find there's another secret. Now, here we will find that there is a secret encounter, and over here is actually also another toy collectible in the form of the Gladiator. Now, going back this path will actually open up the gate, which is where the automap was located. But we're not going to go back that way. Instead, we're going to come back down here, and we're going to make the most of this fight with the weapon of choice here. So we're going to do this in 2 stages. We're going to use the freeze grenade to freeze the sucker. And that's a done deal. Pretty much straightforward, just like that. Easy. So, but now that we've taken care of that encounter, we can progressively go back, and now we can take that path back. So, just basically follow the same route you did before. Drop down, dash, dash, climb the wall, climb up, bounce pad, dash again, and then you're back right where you were. So, initially we were supposed to go there, which is actually where we came from, but we're going to go left, double jump, dash, and climb the wall. And then over here on the right, you'll see another climbable wall. Jump over there, just press the R3 stick and climb up that as well. Now, before we go any further, I definitely want to go back down here and get this extra life. And now we have 31 extra lives. Now, notice that sound you're hearing when you hear me pick up the health. Those are actually health deposits for my blood punch. Now that I can get health, if I have my health capped, which it is capped at 200, I can actually gather health energy and divert it into energy for my next blood punch. So here we have a rather fucked up looking trap area. You're gonna jump across and back here you go.
Torture. The flesh tender. Once enough pain has been inflicted and the spirit broken, the soul is ready for the extraction process.
You know, the fact that he knows all this shit is really disturbing, because he shouldn't know it. But then again, yeah, I mean, this is Sammy we're talking about, Samuel Hayden. I mean, so we're pretty much going to have a makeshift elevator. We're going to need to get on one of these torture blocks with all these bodies in it, and we're going to need to head up. Once you get to this level, take off and make your way through. Inside, you can see on the other side there's a secret, but just pretty much what we're going to need to do is go through here, and on the right, before this leather trap, you want to see this broken wall here. So once it goes back up, punch it, go through, and we got the Doom Hunter toy collectible, as well as a master token. So wait for it to come back down, go up, step on this little stake here, and then still complete. Now here we have an instance of another buff totem, so we're going to take advantage of this. Lord, man. Take a chill pill. Now the reason why I'm dragging this out is because I'm trying to get another one of these challenges completed. It's exactly what I want to do. God damn, this little bird can fucking move. So there's our buff totem, but I'm not looking to end it just yet, so we're going to take advantage of this and I didn't want to do that. Just want to take a quick look at my arsenal. I'm basically just milking this thing because this is a pretty short mission, so I'm going to pretty much try to squeeze as much out of this as I can while I can, whenever I can, because this is actually pretty straightforward, and if I can make the most of this to my benefit, then I'm definitely going to try to. So actually a very good opportunity to really kind of get the most out of most of the challenges I'm trying to do. So it's actually quite good that I'm actually able to do this and have the buff totem in my favor, because this is a good way to get my challenges completed that I haven't done yet. There we go, shield launch. And with that, we have acquired shield launch, which is dealing enough damage with the chain gun while the energy shield is active will launch it forward on release. Any demons hit by the projectile will falter. So the shield we deploy will build up energy in the form of a giant wall, and then once we release the L2, or in Xbox cases the left bumper, it'll launch the shield out like a projectile battering ram, doing damage. So now that we've done that, now we can focus on what was the one we were working on, killing 60 enemies with proximity flare active. So to do that, we gotta get a couple more rocket kills, which is okay, I can live with that. So let's go ahead and get these kills. One thing I will say about this is it does fucking work fast. Now, while I'm doing that, I'm going to take the time to actually look and see what other upgrade I can do, because I definitely want to see which ones I can do. So pretty much right here, we got the... I want to see here. Mobile turret. So I think we can probably do mobile turret mode, transform speed increased by 50%. So that will definitely be an upgrade. And then I think we will go ahead and do... I think we don't really have any others to do. Actually, we have to get 3 more tokens before we can do another one. But we do have a rune... we do have our final set of rune of Praetor Suit tokens, so we'll take advantage of that. Frag grenade. Frag stock up. Fire twice before requiring a recharge. So now we have fully upgraded our runes for our equipment for our suits. So now we can fire 2 grenades QuakeCon cheat mode unlocked. You have unlocked the QuakeCon mode cheat code. Activate it through mission select and listen to the fans cheer and gasp as you rip and tear. This is very awesome. I've actually used this. This is quite fun because literally as you play the game, you hear people cheering you on. But this is actually quite fun. I don't know if this really impacts your ability to play with cheat codes, but I think it is pretty fun ultimately. So, doesn't really matter. We're going to have fun with it anyway. So, we're going to go ahead and get another one of these kills. Oh! I fell. The cat distracted me. Devil, thank you so much for that, you dick. Alright, explosive array. That challenge has been completed. And that one is, if a rocket is detonated while the proximity flare is active, additional explosives activated will create a larger area of effect. So, that is done. We've gotten, now I think pretty much, we really don't really have a reason to keep us here. We don't really have the means of upgrading any more else. So, I think we'll just go ahead and just take care of business and call it a day. Alright, that takes care of that business. And that's a wrap. Praetor suit token. So we got one for that. So we gotta get just one more, and then we're fine. We're on our way to our next upgrade challenge. So now, this is where we gotta go. But we gotta get this door open. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head up here, and actually what we're going to do is drop down into this hole. We actually fell to our death the last time, but this is actually important. So you see that wall over there is climbable. So we're actually going to jump across, dash, and then we're on the air. So we're pretty much on the fast track there with getting up there, but we need to get the door open. So we get this switch, and that will open up the path, and one half of the door is now open. But we got another reason to being up there, so we got to get back up there again because we actually fell off the ledge. We weren't supposed to fall off. Oh, actually I got burned or something hit me, I don't know. There we go. So, actually, wait a minute. I thought there was a switch up there. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. Damn it. Alright. Fuck it. Anyway, we're gonna go across here. Grab this health, this plasma rifle ammo. And we're gonna have this new path that we're gonna need to navigate. So, here, we're gonna need to make our way through here. But in order to do that, we gotta time our movements. So we need to do it at the same time when both these things are coming down. So, right now. And of course, these took damage. Thankfully, we don't die from that. Oh, we got a, So, after we've taken care of that jerk, we're going to have to drop down this hole, and we'll find that there's actually a secret and also a power pit for our crucible. And the secret is the form of no demon drops, which is a cheat which prevents demons from dropping ammo and armor, I believe. And then the pip for our crucible. And then we're going to take another one of these poor bastard elevators up and get back to our current course. Now up here is our next destination, but before we do that, over here you'll find your next codex page in the form of the fuel for the fires of hell. It's pretty fucked up, dude. Translation from the Corax tablets. Transformation from mortal creatures into demon is a laggard and gradual process, one that can take eons to transpire without the catalyst of Argenta intervention. So pretty much this is basically alluring to the process of how they become demons. Grab the armor, grab the health, and then double back and proceed up to the second switch right here. This will open up the path and enable you to proceed forward. I don't know what that was, but it's not that kind of a party, pal. Now, we could go forward, but I'm not interested in going forward just yet. Damn it. Try this again. So we're going to need to jump over here, double dash into that. Well, dash, just dash, not double dash. But for whatever reason, there still is a problem with trying to get this thing open. I don't know why. I think maybe there is another path I'm missing. I'm not sure. There may be a switch that I missed. Let me try to see about going back. I think there may be a switch back here. Maybe pulling the switch that actually opened up the path. Okay, I was right. Yep, I was going about it the wrong way. So this path doesn't open up until you've completed this. But actually here is your secret. And it is a form of another Doom album, Keen. And also the secret battle. So my apologies, that was a little confusing. I was trying to get that thing to open and I didn't know what I was doing wrong. So go ahead and pull this, and we're going to get started with our next segment of the battle. And we're done. So that is pretty much taken care of, and we are just beyond the skirmish of the next segment piece. So we're going to head on through now. Go up there and grab that plasma rifle ammo before we proceed, because we used a little ammo, so we got some ammo to burn. Here is our next BFG cell. We're not going to grab that just yet. We're going to save that for the very end of the sequence, because we're going to use that to get rid of this next enemy. I don't want to use that, because if we do use that, I mean, we're just replenishing one bullet of ammo. That's it. We're just wasting a cell. So I don't want to use the habit of wasting cells. We don't waste anything in this game. But here we have to deal with a few threats in the form of... And I stressed it before, and I'll stress it again. You want to see about getting rid of this here we have our good old friendly guy in the form of the definitely don't want to kill too many of the other demons, because ultimately I need them. I want them to stay alive long enough so I can get some of this guys, so I can get rid of this guy. We got two opportunities here, so his left side, and we didn't do it. That's not gonna. That's actually we did it on. We got. Oh, sorry. So I was correct. I was actually incorrect. I'm fucking all over the place. We were on his right side, so actually his left, not your left. So, again, I keep forgetting that, and I get it very twisted. So that's a good measure of experience where you want to kill just the one, and if you fail to kill the one, because there's two of them, you want to restart it and do it properly the second time around. So, that being the case, we're going to go ahead and give that another go. Thankfully, I was able to get that right the first time around, because otherwise I wouldn't have thought, okay, wait a minute, I got that right, didn't I? No, I didn't. Obviously, that was the case, so. But thankfully, we actually caught it before we progressed any further, where we got both of them killed, and nobody got anything out of it. there's this other guy. Well, don't tell me I killed him. God damn it, I did. I killed him. Alright, I gotta run it again. What the fuck? That's frustrating. I didn't think I killed him. I mean, I knew I hit him with a grenade, but I didn't think the grenade would put him on his ass. See if the third time's a charm. Look at me, I'm just all over the place. I'm like fucking Spider-Man. God damn you. Alright, left side. Here we go. Bingo. Boom. There we go. That's a wrap. Woo!
It is broken and enough pain has been inflicted. Only humans lost will it be transferred to the soul destruction chamber.
So, obviously we can't go back to get that, but that's okay, because we're going to be able to go back once we get the fast travel point unlocked. So that's basically what we want. So we haven't unlocked it yet, but we're on the lane to getting it. But the good thing is we got the challenges completed, and that is all that mattered. That last challenge is particularly tricky because of that very reasoning with the difficulty of that. You only get 2 chances, so if you fuck yourself on the 2 chances, you're gonna have to run the whole thing all the way from square one. Oh, God damn it. So, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and just get a couple more shots in with some of these zombies. Help me get my ammo back. Once we get up to this point here, this is pretty much where we're gonna need to go, but before we go jumping over there, there's an extra life over here. Now, there's actually something cool I want to point out to you. Look at the very back of this temple, And you can see right there is a statue of the skeleton bitch. What's her face from Doom 2016? Dr. Olivia Pierce. Somehow or another, she gets a special place in this little temple. So we are gonna need to punch her statue to knock it down, to crack that floor to get out. So I'm loving that fact, but still, it's just kind of stupid that, oh, hello, where'd you come from? Stupid. Didn't know zombies could jump that high. So right here we're gonna have these traps. We're gonna need to get through them. And then over here is gonna be our next Praetor suit token. I don't even know why we're even still getting these, because we actually have upgraded everything. But still, they're collectibles, so you probably should grab them anyway. So without further exemption, we're gonna need to, now we can use the fast travel point. So now we can pretty much go as far back as we like to get to what we need and get everything we need. Obviously, we're going to have to make a little bit of a trip with the Passage of the Damned, because that's a little bit ways away from where we were with our munitions. So, but it's okay. We're going to get there faster than, just as fast. Doesn't really matter. Just jump, climb. Same thing for pitch. Jump, climb. Jump, climb. Done and done. Once you get to that point, wait for the thing to take you up. Get on it, take it all the way up. That way, the only reason I'm really doing this is because I really want that extra ammo for the BFG, that Argent Energy ammo. And we burned up a good half of that, just so we didn't, I mean, because we got 59 shots, 60 shots is 2 BFG cells. Okay, so basically we pretty much have burnt ourselves to where it's at 30, so we have that 1 shot for the BFG. This will give us the 2 shots. Whereas if I had gotten this before at 59, I'd be wasting 90% of the next shot. Why would I want to do that? It doesn't make sense. But we got the shotgun shells, and we got rifle shells. So we made out good there. Now we can fast travel to the Hall of Torment and get back on the track, climbing up to where we gotta be. So use the bounce pad and just swing, jump, and dash, and you can make it there. Don't even concern yourself with the armor and the shits. That's just not worth it. It's petty cash. So, and then just punch this bitch. You know, I really wish we got to punch this bitch for real in the game, because she was a real nasty ass. She was a sick ass. Boom. I guess we'll have to settle for the statue. So, we are in, and that is the first half of the Nekravol level. Pretty fast, very short, but ultimately not without its reasons. So, that would be the culmination of that particular, set. So I'm very pleased with that. We got our challenges done, we got our weapons done. We don't even need Sentinel batteries either, that's the other part. We're getting all these Praetor suit tokens, and we don't even need them no more because we've upgraded our ship, we've upgraded our suit, so we're just really doing it for the sake of just doing it. I mean, but then again, completionists tend to go right back around and around and about things and just get it all done in one scope, so, I mean, I can't complain, it was pretty good. So, but that is the first part of Nekravol. Now, it is 12:44. I'm probably not going to do the second half of Nekravol. I've just done 2 segment pieces of the game, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I definitely want to probably jump on something else, so I'm probably going to go and play some Division 2, because I know we've got a new season going on, well, a lot new content. There's actually a kind of event going on that I haven't really been putting much time into, and I should. Hoping that maybe some of my squad mates will be on tonight, hoping to help me get my hands on a classical, a new exotic weapon called the Ouroboros. So I'm going to jump on there and see what that's about, see if there's anything good happening there. If not, then I'll probably jump on either Hitman 3, or maybe I'll come back here and I'll bang my brains against the door trying to complete Nightmare difficulty on the Ancient Gods Part 1. Speaking of which, I do have the access to the DLC of Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2, which picks up the story after the events of Doom Eternal. So, once I finish up the Doom Eternal game and itself, by design, I will pursue going into the Ancient Gods DLCs. I have not really touched Ancient Gods DLC 2 yet, but I probably will, just for the sake of my own experience and the fact that I get to enjoy the game in my own private way. But then again, I don't know. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just wait for it, and that way you can experience it just as easily as I will. However, I probably will take the time a little bit longer in streams to read the files and stuff, because I don't rush through my games. I take my time. You know, there's some people who run through the game, you know, like whatever. I don't do that. I take my time and I walk and read files and watch videos and all that. So, plenty of speedrunners out there. I'm not one of them. So, but anyway, that's it. We pretty much have gotten ourselves through 2 hard, difficult missions. We got our hands on 2 really badass weapons and are on the road to finishing this game with, I believe, 3 more missions, if my memory serves. I think there's 3 more missions. This next one, Urdak, and then we have to kill the Icon of Sin. So, I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but we're probably going to have that much left, and I'm going to make most of it while we still can for stream time. Excuse me. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this and any other future content I choose and try to provide for the channel. Feel free to like and subscribe if this is up your alley. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I will get to them as best and answer them as best I can. Without that being said, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a fantastic Saturday night. It is 12:47 a.m. If you are not out, get the hell out and have a good time. And Sunday, enjoy it and just recover. We are coming up on the end of November, and soon upon us will be December and the Christmas season. So try to enjoy it and each other. I'm Savage Squishy 86, presuming the live stream for Doom Eternal, and I will see you guys later. Have a good night. See you later.